All right, hey guys. It's early. Josh is about to take off and fly to
Houston, Texas,
for
man.
the next auction. But we want to do a quick video for you. We have this fancy camera thing, so it makes it look like super wide, so you can see us in our morning clothes. But we wanted to talk a little bit about the mental game of investing, and so let's just dive right in.
Okay.
What do you got?
We gotta look at this too.
Yeah, you look at the little,
I was looking
little
at
bubble
this.
thing.
I always do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to just do a quick video about the mental game behind investing in tax liens and tax deeds. There's been a lot of times in the past year that I've wanted to go to an auction and I hit a wall. Something doesn't pan out the way I want it to. Everything seems impossible, but I've always managed to find another way. Just a quick example is when there's a video the other day we made about Florida. I went to do a tax sale. Too much competition in the area. Thought there'd be like no hope there. First thing I did though, started going to all the counties surrounding that county, and I found possibilities, found some options, found some places that were I could invest in. Places that property was still going cheap, where there wasn't too much competition. So that's just one quick example.
So like, what would be like what was your mental process during that? I know for you now it's more natural, but for someone who it's not natural, and let's say they're just getting really frustrated, and like, what do you think is a good step they can take to like just kind of calm themselves down and like see that there's hope?
Calm themselves down, see that there's hope. I think one of the things is just when you say that this is going to work and you do whatever it takes to make it work. A lot of people, they hit a wall and then they just give up, right? But just saying, I'm going to find another way. I'm always going to find another way.
Yeah.
When it comes to the properties we buy in Texas and it comes to the properties we buy in Philadelphia, we got problems happening all the time. You buy a property, something's not going the way you want it to. Maybe you got a problem tenant. Maybe there's something on title that is an issue. But just always having that mindset that I'm going to find a way to get through this, to get around it, to figure out another answer, another solution, to problem solve. Almost expecting problems to come because they're going to come, and then just knowing how to handle them and do that under pressure, and always stay calm and collected. Maybe you say a little bit about how it never helps to freak out.
Yeah, and I just something else popped in my head too. But like freaking out, like we've all done it. So like I've recently started making these videos and with Josh and with Dustin and like editing them and stuff. And this I'll tie this back into tax liens and deeds. But like when you get into something new, there's like a program on my computer to edit them and to like make it look pretty and to like put all the titles and stuff. And let me tell you, I get so mad at that thing sometimes. So mad, like hitting the ground, and like it's not good. And I'm not saying that you're not going to get angry when you're looking at county websites, because these county websites are ridiculous. Like they're really hard. Some of them are nice, but some of them are really hard to navigate. And it can get really frustrating. But you have to kind of orient your mind. And Dustin says this to me all the time: is like orient your mind to like a solution, rather thinking about the solutions than the problems, because you can focus on the problems and that's fine, but if you focus on the solutions to the problems, it takes practice, and it just takes the edge off of it a little bit, and it's not always going to be great, it's not always going to be fun and dandy. You're still going to get mad, and there's still times where I might say a few bad words at my computer because I'm very frustrated. But it's a process, and every day, every time I do it, it gets easier and easier. And that's basically tax liens and deeds summed up in a nutshell. There's always going to be problems you're facing, and we're doing like the 110% the best we can to help you find those problems beforehand and avoid them. But there's like a million problems that are going to happen, and that's not to discourage you. That's just the way life is. Like no matter what you're doing, if you're going to go work a job anywhere else, you'd run into a million problems. But it's important that you, well, maybe a million. Josh had 1,000,001 problems in the oil field.
Yes, sir.
But it's just important that you stick to it and you keep going and you try to adjust your attitude. One thing that I will recommend, there's an app called Headspace, and I'll post a link in the description below. If it's on YouTube, you'll find it. If it's on Facebook, I'll put it in the comments and in the description above. But it's called Headspace, and it's just a mindfulness app. So basically, it's just a guy named Andy, and he kind of walks you through just some mental stuff. And it's really cool, and you can get like a free 10-day trial. I'll post a link so you can check it out. But it's really, I find it more and more beneficial. There's all kinds of cool different, like there's like ones for running, there's ones for exercise, there's ones for like sports and relationships, and it's really cool. It's really fun. But I found personally for me that's helped a lot. I know Josh, you just kind of power through stuff and hope for the best.
I do
you have anything else that you find helps for you? I know you like to take photos and stuff. Maybe talk about that. And passions and stuff.
Yeah, passions. Yeah, whenever I'm getting a little, actually, here's an interesting one. Whenever I'm getting a little too crazy at an auction, you know, sometimes we pull 15-hour, 16-hour days. I get a little nuts. Some of the students can attest to that.
More nuts than it usually is.
And there's times that I just got to stop and go to the gym, work out. Me and Dory were both getting a little crazy one day. We just had a wild auction, just a lot of unexpected surprises. And we both just went on the treadmill and just went as hard as we could, you know, for 10 minutes. And that just soothed me, calmed me right down, and I was back focused, because before I just felt overwhelmed. And when I'm overwhelmed, I'm not effective like that. You know, I got to do something with that energy. So I got on the treadmill, ran, came back down, and then it was like, all right, let's do this. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
That's just a quick one. Yeah, photography, love taking photos, playing music. I bought this travel-size guitar. It's really small. I can bring it with me everywhere. So I can bring it with me to Houston, Philadelphia, Florida's coming up, California. I mean, it's tiny.
It's so small.
Yeah, so this really helps me stay focused and level as well when I'm amidst a crazy storm of tax liens and tax deeds.
Yeah, that's sweet, man. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty
boom.
good. We're like 6 minutes in this video.
6 minutes in.
Josh is gonna go get something. This is gonna be our new thing here. We gotta get Darth in the shot.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, thanks so much for watching. So just to recap real quick, the mental game is big and it's important. Check out Headspace if you wanna. I'll put the link. I'll put it again here. Check out Headspace. Try working out. See if that affects your overall state. And even it could be just going to a walk. It doesn't have to be going hard at the gym. It can be going for a walk, just getting outside. And then maybe a passion like photography or doing something creative to get your mind out of the process of the tax liens and deeds. So
that's what's up. As always, click here to subscribe.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Right where Darth is saying it. And if you're hitting a wall, you know, we'd love to hear from you. We probably got a link below for the customer service email. I'm not sure what that is off the top of my head, but it's going to be below. Send us an email if you're hitting a wall, and we'd love to chat with you and help you through, get some results, you know, get some solutions.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for watching, and we'll talk to you very soon. Check out more of our videos if you're on Facebook, like our page, and share this to someone who might need it, because you never know who might need to hear some words. This stuff is across the board. It's not necessarily just for tax liens and deeds. This stuff is good for life in general. So we'll have a great day. Josh is gonna go fly now, and talk to you soon. Peace.
So as you can see here, I have a map of all of the counties in the state of Florida. So as you can see, there are a ton of counties. There's a lot there. I'm not sure exactly how many counties there are. We're just going to focus on southern Florida. All right, so you see here I went to Palm Beach, right?